Strong storms before dawn Saturday in eastern Nebraska killed one person and seriously injured another in a state park and displaced hundreds of inmates after 2 prison housing units were damaged, officials said, even as other Midwest states also braced for bad weather. The Waterloo Volunteer Fire Department was called to Two Rivers State Park just before 7 a.m. Saturday, where first responders found a vehicle crushed by a large cottonwood tree. The tree had toppled as the storm brought gusts higher than 80 miles per hour, 129 kilometers per hour, to the area, according to the National Weather Service. A woman in the vehicle was declared dead at the scene, while a man was trapped inside, the fire department said in a news release. It took firefighters about 90 minutes to free the man because of the size and weight of the tree, the department said. Once free, the man was taken to an Omaha hospital with life-threatening injuries, Waterloo Fire Chief Travis Harlow said. The state park, a popular camping spot, is about 5 miles, 8 kilometers, west of Omaha's western border. High winds caused widespread damage across eastern Nebraska, toppling trees, damaging roofs, and pulling down electrical lines. About 20 miles, 32 kilometers, north of Omaha and Blair, the roof of a warehouse was torn open by high winds. Thousands of people were left without power in the immediate aftermath. In the state capital of Lincoln, the storms damaged 2 housing units at the Nebraska State Penitentiary, displacing 387 prisoners, the State Department of Correctional Services said in a statement. There are no reported injuries, and all staff and incarcerated individuals are safe and accounted for, the agency said.
Oh my gosh.
Strong storms also moved through parts of eastern Wisconsin on Saturday, bringing gusts of 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour, to the state's Door Peninsula, the National Weather Service said. The Weather Service said more strong storms were possible across the nation's midsection Saturday night into Sunday, stretching from western Colorado into Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, northern Missouri, and into Illinois and Wisconsin. A severe thunderstorm ripped across Lincoln and surrounding areas, leaving a trail of damage and power outages. More than 30,000 customers are without power in Lincoln, and several traffic lights are out due to the storm. Blair Mayor Mindy Rump declared a storm damage emergency late Saturday morning after a severe thunderstorm tore through Washington County earlier in the day, causing severe injuries to people trapped in their RVs at Riverview Park and Resort on Riverside Lane. As many as 5 people were transported to Omaha hospitals as trauma center candidates, Jake Dunn, Blair's public safety and communications coordinator, said in a text to the Washington County Pilot Tribune. In addition, the storm punched 2 holes in the roof of the Dollar General Distribution Center. One was about 60 by 60 in size and the other was 30 by 30, according to Dunn. All employees had sought shelter at the time of the storm alerts, and no injuries were reported. By one account, Blair High School had standing water in parts of its building on Saturday, and multiple trees around the high school had been pulled up by their roots. In addition, a light pole at Wetterquist Field was knocked down, and damage has been reported at the Blair Youth Softball Association fields. Uprooted trees and building damage was reported throughout the city of Blair, and 7,301 Omaha Public Power District customers countywide without power at the peak of the storm. As of 2:03 p.m. Saturday, 7,223 customers remained without power.
Caved in.
In addition to the Riverview Park and Dollar General incidents, the Blair Volunteer Fire and Rescue Department reported responding to several other locations in town in the initial hours after the storm. Kennard Fire Rescue, Fort Calhoun Fire and Rescue, Herman Fire Department, Arlington, Nebraska Volunteer Fire Department, Bennington Fire and Rescue, Irvington Volunteer Fire Department, Omaha Fire Department, Blair Police Department, and the Washington County Sheriff's Department all offered mutual aid. In her storm damage emergency, Rump asked non-Blair residents and non-local employees to avoid Blair until Monday. City of Blair employees started working Saturday morning to remove debris from public streets. For those who are able to drop off their own tree debris, the city's collection site is located on 3rd Avenue south of the recycling center off Colfax Street. The city is also opening 2 temporary tree debris collection sites, one in the parking lot at Veterans Memorial Baseball Field and the other in the east parking lot at the northeast corner of Hanson Drive and Angel Share Drive. Blair residents who cannot transport their tree debris may pile it along the right-of-way, and city employees will pick it up within 7 to 10 days. The debris should not go into the street or cover any sidewalk. The National Weather Service said the Lincoln Airport recorded a 91-mile-per-hour wind gust. There also was a 91-miles-per-hour gust recorded near Fairmont, in Fillmore County. Those high winds toppled numerous trees in Lincoln and Omaha. In most cases, there was only minor damage and no injuries, but one incident proved fatal. The Waterloo Volunteer Fire Department said in a news release that a woman was killed at Two Rivers State Park when a tree fell on a vehicle she was in. A man who was with her was seriously injured and was transported to the University of Nebraska Medical Center. We are deeply saddened by the loss of life in this tragic incident and want to express our heartfelt condolences to the victim's family, the news release said. We are also grateful for the coordinated efforts of all the agencies involved in this complex rescue. Lincoln Transportation and Utilities said in a news release that nearly 70 traffic signals around the city were out of operation. The Nebraska State Penitentiary sustained damage to 2 housing units, requiring the Department of Corrections to relocate 387 inmates and cancel all visits for the weekend. The department said in a news release that there were no injuries to inmates or staff. The Lancaster Super Fair, being held at the Sandhills Global Event Center in northeast Lincoln, sustained some significant damage to its main stage, which required the relocation of a concert Saturday night as well as an adjusted schedule on its last day. There also were reports of people injured at Branched Oak State Recreation Area in Lancaster County, although there has been no official confirmation from law enforcement.
Can barely see the boat.
Some areas that saw severe weather Saturday morning could be in for heavy rain Saturday night and into Sunday. The National Weather Service issued a flood watch for Jefferson, Lancaster, and Saline counties starting at 7 p.m. Thunderstorms will develop this evening with heavy rainfall rates and may continue to move over the same areas for several hours, the Weather Service said in a bulletin. There is a good chance for some areas to receive 1 to 3 inches of rain, with localized areas of more than 3 inches possible. Meanwhile, thousands of homes are without power Saturday morning after overnight thunderstorms in the Twin Cities metro. A storm line passed through the Twin Cities in the early morning hours, bringing torrential rain, moderate wind gusts, rumbles of thunder, and a whole bunch of wake-you in the middle of the night lightning. While there were severe storms in central Minnesota and just to the west of the Twin Cities, the system had weakened by the time it reached the metro. Still, at its peak, the Xcel Energy outage map was showing more than 13,000 without power at around 5 a.m. By 8 a.m., that had reduced to just under 9,000 households in the metro area. The main impact on the region by the time the storm had weakened was the rain, with 1 to 2 inches falling in a short period of time. Around 2 inches of rain has been recorded as falling in Roseville, Minneapolis, Plymouth, and Maple Grove as of Saturday morning. It prompted the National Weather Service to extend the severe thunderstorm watch through 6 a.m. in the Twin Cities and into western Wisconsin, saying that localized flooding was possible. More thunderstorms are possible on Saturday in southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin, which could bring more heavy rain.